Good evening, viewers, and welcome to this edition of NTV Sports Page. It's Wednesday, the 13th of February, and I'm Curtis Morton. In our headlines, Ivor Walters Primary hosts cross-country events, and in our feature for this evening, the Cicely Brown Integrated School hosts historic cross-country event. We'll take this break, and I'll be right back.
Taxes are the lifeblood of a nation. Feel good about what your tax dollars do in Nevis. As a responsible citizen, your tax dollars protect our environment. Pay your taxes on time. This message was brought to you by the Inland Revenue Department, Nevis.
Be a responsible citizen.
Well, I'm back, and we start with cricket. In the regional cricket match between the Leeward Islands Hurricanes and the Windwards Volcanoes played on Sunday, 10th February, the Windwards Volcanoes were at one time comfortably placed in their bid to secure a victory target of 241 runs. They were on 222 for 5, and the excited home crowd was already celebrating. Suddenly, they were placed into a state of shock as the home team declined to 228 for 9. The Leewards Hurricanes thought that the match was all over as Captain Kirk Edwards did not bat in the first innings as he had a broken finger. However, with his team only needing 13 runs to win, the brave Edwards strode to the crease to face fast bowler Quinton Boatswain with a cast on his left hand and just holding the bat with one hand, his right hand. Boatswain bowled a short pitch delivery. Edwards had an ungainly switch at the ball, got an inner edge, and the ball rolled onto his stumps. Then the Leeward Islands Hurricanes truly celebrated, but Edwards' bravery did not go unnoticed. Meanwhile, England and the West Indies have plenty of food for thought after a third test won emphatically by the former and the series clinched almost equally as convincingly by the latter. The summarized scores in that last test match, England 277 and 361 for 5 declared, Root 122, Stokes 48 not out, beat West Indies 154 and 252, Chase 102, Anderson 3 for 27, and England winning the third match by 232 runs. Now to athletics. The Ivor Walters Primary School held its annual cross-country events on Friday, 8th of February. Quite a number of excited parents and other family members were on hand to witness the much-anticipated event. The grades split to 6 boys and girls started their course at the school and ran through sections of the nearby Brownhill village and returned to the school. The grades 1 and 2 boys and girls started their course on the Prospect Road next to the school, heading downhill through a section of Prospect and then back to the school, while the kindergartners started their route on the same route, that is, at the top of the road, but turned back at the bottom of the road and getting back to the school. When the dust settled, the results were not fully available up to press time, but the limited information reveals the following. Grades split to 6 girls. First, Chevoncia. Second, Marika. Third, Joliska Mills. Grades 3 to 6 boys. First, Ahijah. Second, Julian Richards. Third, Jaheim Hazel. Grades 1 to 2 girls. First, Shemala Pope. Second, Lemaya Charles. Grades 1 to 2 boys. First, Lemar Charles. And for the kindergarten girls, first, Kervinique. And she was first, that is Kervinique. And for the kindergarten boys, it was first, Alige. Second, Tivon Herbert. And third, Kevon Herbert. Immediately after the children had completed their races, the teachers took to the track and created some real excitement using the same route as the kindergartners. Those results were not received, but the sizable crowd on hand was truly entertained. And so now, thanks to Remy Gums and Renika Daniel, we get some of the excitement. First the children, we conclude with the teachers' race.
race is being held on Friday, 8th of February, and they're off.
Okay, they are off.
And we see they have just banked the corner hard. One has slipped and hasn't gotten back up as yet.
Go to the school.
We see a Greenhouse leading the way as she's holding her grounds and maintaining her stance and keeping her position in front, but Red House is coming strongly behind. We are still not seeing any other colour house in the distance behind, challenging those at the top. And she has taken the lead by almost a half a mile now. And Greenhouse with a very, very comfortable lead here this afternoon. Greenhouse being the clear-cut winner, and they're off. And we expect, of course, a hasty and we see them banking the corner very hard here. A very big bunch. And indeed, he has taken over the spot, if but for a short moment. Red House is not capitulating here in this race either. He's putting up a challenge. A very good battle here at the top between these two athletes. Red House, Greenhouse, Red House, Greenhouse. The lead has interchanged about 4 to 5 times. His lead is such that he can do something of the sort. There we see Red House in the bank in the corner, destined to become second, while Greenhouse is certainly going to become the first place. So we've had the kindergarten to grade 2, we've had the grade 3 to grade 6, both males and females, and now we are having the teachers for the Ivor Walters Primary School sprinting up the road, giving the onlookers and the students an enticing sight as they race towards the top. Greens look to be to the latter of this race as they head on up. Well, this is a very comfortable victory for Mr. Leibod. Not even breaking a sweat.
We go to break, and when I come back, we'll have our feature for this evening.
Trouble, trouble, trouble. Let me go. Everybody down. That one you go mad. We are gonna push forward. I want to hear everybody say ready, ready.
Well, I'm back, and tonight we feature some more athletics. Tuesday, the 12th of February, was a historic day for the students and teachers at the Cicely Brown Integrated School. On that day, the school hosted the first ever cross-country race in the history of the institution. The excited students took to the track, watched by their equally excited parents and other family members, and a contingent of students and teachers from the nearby Ivor Walters Primary School, led by Principal Mrs. Janice Richards. The higher functioning students started their route immediately below the fencing of the Ivor Walters Primary School and ran down the pathway into the nearby village below, that's below the school, and then back to the school. The lower functioning students just ran one end of the road immediately below their school to the other. Some of the parents ran along with their children, and the races created much excitement. When you thought all of the fun was over, some of the teachers and parents took to the track, utilizing the same course as the lower functioning children, cheered on by the obviously elated children. The top results were as follows. For the higher functioning students, boys, first, Unique Paris, second, Kijonte Hobson, third, Andrew Samuels, fourth, Hildreth Truss, fifth, Jelani Herbert. For the higher functioning girls, first, Malia Dore, second, Octavia Stanley. For the low functioning students, boys, first, Malachi Clark, second, Zion Stapleton, third, Jariq Grant, and fourth, Kimani Bello. For the low functioning girls, first, Zakia Dore, second, Sienna Richards. In the teachers' parents race, there was a close finish between teacher Jennifer Liebert and parent Landa Smithen. However, the photo finish apparatus was not available to confirm the actual winner. And so, Renika Daniel was on camera. I had the microphone. We take in some of the action. We are at the Cicely Brown Integrated School, and they're going to have a historic race today. It's the first ever, the first ever cross-country event for the school. Normally they have a sports day, and they will be having that this year, of course. But today, for the very first time in the history of the school, they'll be having their cross-country event. And so the athletes are warming up, and it's going to be fun. Now they're off and running at a pretty good clip too. So he looks as if he's going to take this one hands down. The way he's running looks pretty cool, calm and composed. As we're going to go up the road now. So we have a winner. We have a clear winner. We have the second placer, third placer, some parents getting in the mix as well, running along. And they're being urged on here. The first race of its kind and they're heading in. And the excitement at the top. And look at them, moving very nicely indeed. One just finishing with a walk. Here, there they go, they're off and running, my goodness. He's moving. Well, look at speed, my goodness. Oh, he's gonna fall. No, he stands up. Here he comes, the winner, he comes in. And look at the other two, close race. I'm going to see if I get a feel from some of the spectators. How did you enjoy the race? Could you tell us how you enjoyed the race? Did you enjoy it?
It was good. It's lovely to see the children running, enjoying themselves.
And it's the first of its kind here, right?
Oh, really? I didn't know. Okay.
You witnessed a historic race. Your thoughts on the race today?
I think the children all did very well. They did their best. They must be commended. Nice. And they're trying to tell you, in spite of whatever difficulty there might be, whatever the challenges are, once you put your mind to it, you can do it. And they proved that this morning.
Nice. Mrs. Law, you brought down a set of students today. How did you enjoy this one?
Oh, definitely. It's always a pleasure to support the Cicely Brown Integrated, our neighboring school, our sister school. So it's always a pleasure to cheer the children on, cheer them on to victory.
And what you thought about the races, though?
Oh, it was exciting, actually. Just to see everyone participate, it was very, very exciting.
Okay.
Yes, the first ever, and it was well attended, and I think the children looked forward for this day. And it was a success, and I'd like to thank all the parents who came, and the children especially, from the lowest functioning one to the highest functioning student, and I think they did a wonderful job.
Yes, so I am just really pleased with how the children performed, how the parents came out, how everybody just supported us. Running is fun, just having fun, everybody together is just really what it's about. So we want to be able to go forward, move forward. A lot of people say, well, the children's special so they can't run. No, hello. They're not, they can run, Children can run, children love to compete. Competition is a good part and a fun part, as long as it's done in good fun, right?
We want to say congratulations to the CBIS school family. great job. Well, that's our package for this evening. I am Curtis Morton, reminding you that you can watch sports if you are not fit. But to play sports requires fitness, diligence, and sacrifice. Have a good night.